Progress.
Coach 6. Yep. Yep. Bring it back.
Our network of correspondents around the world ensure that you don't miss a thing.
Lion Obilo, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Conversations. The world never stops, and neither do we. Every story matters. Give us 60 minutes, and we'll give you the word.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Good evening, guest speaker.
Good evening.
So today, led by Banks Ordinance, with us Second is teaching us our company moving up for about 3-4%, 2.9% more. So fantastic to say this like Rollins daily index back to 190,000.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please, may I ask that we mute as we enter the meeting? Thank you for joining timely. Lion Dog, you're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for listening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Doc. Just a moment. We'll start in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. It is 7:04. Can we start at 7:05? We're actually waiting for more people to come on, but I guess they will join as we progress, so we don't keep everybody waiting. Seven oh five. Good evening again, everyone, and thank you so much for joining the session. My name is Lion Chinyelo Samuel Johnson, and I am the district GLT coordinator for District 404A3. This is our 8th edition of Lions Learning Lounge. And this is a platform where we all gather to learn, to discuss, relearn, and plan how to move forward. Thank you again for joining on time. On this platform, we bring experienced facilitators who discuss topics that are beneficial to both lions and non-lions. So here we just gather to learn and learn and learn, and you will not regret being in this session. May I please ask that we mute ourselves? Thank you. To proceed with the session, may I please invite my district governor to give us an opening remark. My district governor is the beautiful Queen Lion Mary Onu, PMJF NLCF. My DG, please give us your opening remark. And thank you for joining.
Good evening, my GLT. I'd just like to take a minute to ask the lion with the unmuted.
I'll probably have to mute everyone and then unmute you.
Okay.
Because, yes, because, okay, everybody is muted. Go ahead, ma'am.
Perfect, thank you. Good evening, my GLT. Good evening, my distinguished lions in the house. Pardon me, I've got a cold, so my voice is not fantastic. I always look forward to these sessions, another strategic planning. That is something that I continue to try to improve myself on, and I believe everyone else too. So thank you very much for organizing this. The ICT team, Lion Franklin, thank you for putting this together every month. And for Great Lions, it wouldn't be the same if you were not here to participate. So thank you very much. I look forward to listening to our facilitator take us through this journey, which continues to interest me and many of us. So thank you very much. Have a good evening and a learning journey ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce our speaker for this evening. Our speaker for this evening is Dr. Mesh Masade. He is currently the managing partner of MC2 Professional Services with over 20 years of post-qualification experience in audit. He holds a bachelor's in accounting from UNILAG and graduated with merit honors. And he also holds an MBA in banking and finance from University of Nigeria in Nsukka. His work experience spans various sectors and organizations, including BBTG Consulting Limited, BDO Professional Services, which is a frontline
Lion
chartered
Abimbola Fagbemiro, kindly mute. Thank you.
in Nigeria. My ICT, okay, thank you.
Apologies.
Thank you, my DJ. His work experience spans various sectors and organizations, including PBTG Consulting Limited, BDO Professional Services, which is a frontline chartered accounting firm in Nigeria, ACO Petrochemical Engineering Co. Limited, Casablanca Ventures Limited, and Hygia HMO Limited. He was the chairman, Audit Committee, Afromedia PLC. He had attended several skills, trainings, and development programs, both in Nigeria and the UK. He sits on the board of many companies. He has vast experience in business audit and assurance, due diligence, and other financial related assignments. He led several teams that consulted for the House Committee and Senate Committee on Budget Matters. Dr. Mesh is a facilitator and trainer with excellent public speaking skill, with several certifications as well. He is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. He is a fellow, Institute of Management Consultants. He is an associate member, the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, and a doctoral fellow of Nigerian Institute of Human Resources, among other qualifications. Dr. Mesh is married to Mrs. Beatrice Masade, and they are blessed with 3 balanced children. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I welcome our facilitator for today, Dr. Mesh Masade. Thank you. Dr. Mesh, you have the floor.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you all for this opportunity. Today is going to be an exciting journey. And I know that we are all going to enjoy the journey together. Okay, I basically don't always want all this accolade of introduction, but My auntie here has said it is compulsory that she must do it. Well, my name is Mesh Masade. Once again, I'm an auditor and a tax consultant. Now, for this presentation, we're talking about strategic financial planning, strategic financial management, how it affects organization, how it affects individuals. Who this presentation is for: purpose-driven individuals, for entrepreneurs and business owners in this platform, for profit and non-profit organizations, social enterprises, faith-based community organizations, executive and team leaders. Basically, if you manage money, if you manage resources, and you are creating impact in whatever sector that you find yourself, this presentation is for you. Let me just try to say certain things. This session is not about becoming an accountant. So you will not see so many accounting terms, accounting jargons, trying to convince you or try to make you understand a lot of accounting principles. No. And it's also not about complicated financial theories. No. And it's not also about chasing money for its own sake. What's chasing money for money's sake? No. But it's about using money wisely, avoiding waste and avoiding crisis, and at the same time, making our service sustainable. Why this topic matters to Lions? This afternoon, I was having a chat with a colleague of mine in the office, and we said we are referring to the good book, the Bible. And we're just talking about how Samson was able to discover honey from the carcass of the lion.
Last problem.
Then we said, if lion can produce honey, that means there must be honey resident inside the lion. So as a lion, we expect that we believe that there's a lot of honey resident in you. So why is this topic important for you? We are not talking of how you go into the lion, milk or extract the honey. You will not die, and the lion itself will not die. That is one important thing that we want to establish here. And that's why I said, why is this topic important to the Lions? One, for every project you embark on, you need funds. Again, for every project you embark on, you must make your plan. You must plan. And if the planning is not adequate, you will not create the impact that you want to do. Imagine a situation where you decide to just go into creating or trying to establish a project. You will discover that because you did not lay down the strategy, the process you want to go through, there was not adequate planning. How much will it cost? What are the total number of people that are supposed to run the program? Where are you going to run it? What exactly are you targeting? Because that plan is not in place, the impact will not be felt. Again, because of all that you have been doing, you are accountable for what you do. You have been able to build trust. The Lions have been able to build trust over the years. And everything that you have done have been backed by financial capability. Therefore, because you have strong financial base, you have been able to touch lives. But a stronger financial base will touch more lives. So how do you plan for that? How are you able to manage your resources? Or how will you be able to manage your resources as an individual, as a group, and again, as an organization, so that the impact will be felt? That's why we say when finances are strong, service is stronger. This section is about changing how we see money. Money and services, number one, money is a tool. Money supports services. Money must be managed, not feared. A lot of people have these resources, and sometimes the way we treat money like gold. We treat money like as if money is not meant to be spent. We carry money, and at the same time, we are complaining of challenges because we don't manage money very well. Good stewardship honors both donors and beneficiary. What do I mean by that? When, as a steward, you are supposed to be accountable for whatever that is presented or given to you to manage. And if you manage it very well, whoever that gave it to you will be happy. And whoever that is benefiting from the services or whatever you have provided also will be happy. And at the same time, you that is providing it also, you will be happy. Common financial challenges that we usually face in life. Number one, especially clubs. You will not stop depending on one fundraiser. Try as much as possible to have several fundraisers. Two, stop spending without planning. As I speak, I'll be addressing both Lions as a body. I'll be addressing individuals, both as enterprise, entrepreneurs, sole traders, and I'll be addressing organizations. When I say spending without planning, a lot of us do what we call impulse buying. Probably you have a list. You want to go to the market to purchase something, and then you get there. You now see another thing that shines somehow. You just go and buy. As I will always tell my family, I don't buy Asoebi. I don't. Majority of the Asoebi I have was bought by my wife, and I'll tell her I don't need it. Just tell me the color. I have colors. I will wear anything I want to wear. I don't buy Asoebi, and you cannot coerce me to buy. Again, a lot of us also have the challenge of savings. We don't save. Everybody that have passed through our organization, M2C Professional Services, there is something they always take home. There is a particular saving that we call untouchable, unexistable, unspendable, unusable, meaning that particular savings, you cannot touch it. You put certain amount in a place, you can't touch it unless situations are extremely critical. And a lot of us do not have savings. We earn, and yet we are not able to meet up with our saving culture. Now, let me give an example there. There's a word called Henry, H-E-N-R-Y. It's literally like you have high earning, and yet you are not rich. High earning, not rich yet. High earning, not rich yet. Because immediately the income comes, the expenses goes up. Why not have a plan? Why not have a budget? Why not be able to keep certain money aside?
that part, sir. Plenty. I
That
said the
money you
motor
keep
full
aside cannot
But
be spent on
I know the
anything,
CC back, so I have to remove it.
except there are major challenges. That is the only time you can decide to go and touch that savings. Quite recently, one of my staff, my mentee, was doing a particular program, and I just called him. I said, I hope the money you are using for this program is not that your savings account. Do you still have the savings? Say yes. I say, Mr. Mesh, I can't do without that. Every year, I usually keep money. I say, you know the reason why you are saving. Why are you saving? Yeah, we save. When it gets to a particular time, we put it in an investment. That's what we mean by no savings or reserve. You must be able to have savings. Good intentions, weak systems. Why? Several 1 million, 1 billion good intentions is not as good as one action. A lot of us will judge others with their actions, but we judge ourselves with our intention. Don't worry, I will save. Don't worry, when I will save. Don't worry, I will put money aside. Don't worry, I will plan. Don't worry, I will get a budget. Don't worry, I'll do this. Don't worry, and you are not doing it. There was a time my son was doing his IT in one of these banks. And he came home to tell me, Dad, say yes. He said, they gave me money to do. I said, how much? He said, 2,500. I said, so where is the money? He says, I said, when you get to your account, you have an account, they say, go and save it. He said, but the money is small. I said, go and save it. So he was saving the amount. He will come and say, they gave me 1,000 today. I said, don't worry, put it there. Because you are doing your IT there, we can allow you to put all those type of savings. Don't worry, save it. You won't believe that by the end of the month, he came back with about 42,000 that they have given him. He will say, that money, 42,000, you have saved 42,000. I said, you see, do you know that right now you are richer than somebody who's owing because your money is unencumbered? What are we trying to say? Passion without planning leads to stress. Stress is when your thought process does not align with your goal. That's the way I'll define it. Your thought process does not align with your goal. You think too much. Everything is thinking. How do you pay school fees? How you don't have money? How do you do this? How do you invest in the Nigeria situation? Just believe that all is well and all will be well. Money flows where clarity, strategy, and stewardship exist. And that is the truth. Money flows where there is value. Commit today to managing finances as seriously as your mission. A lot of us have a reason why we exist. A lot of us have, like this year now, a lot of us has written what we call our plans and our goals for this year. Have you started achieving those goals in terms of financial resources? A lot of us have, I'm sure, have taken the decision that this year I'll be saving 20% of my income, 30% of my income. Have you done that? I usually tell my people that when you pay your tithe, it is not the tithe that is the problem. You have 100,000 naira, you pay tithe of 10,000. The problem is not the tithe. The problem is what did you do with the 90,000 that is left, which is the 90%? How did you utilize it? Why strategic financial planning matters now? We all know what is the current situation in Nigeria. Nigeria is facing serious economic hardship. Serious economic hardship that even eating is a problem. The resources you have, like we all know, majority of us know that even your take home cannot even take you to the bus stop or cannot take you away from the bus stop. It takes you from the office to the bus stop and abandons you there because of inflation, because of the crisis that we face. But in the midst of that challenge, or in the midst of those challenges, there is opportunities, massive opportunities to grow, massive opportunities to invest, massive opportunities to save, massive opportunity to generate revenue. When you sit down, there was a seminar I went for, and the man asked the question, What are you doing? If you're in Lagos State, what are you doing right now to generate income apart from your normal work? Do you know the total number of people that are in Lagos State? Let's take, for example, 20 million. Do you know this 20 million they will feed? Nigeria, we always say 3 square meal. So I will not use 3 square meal. Let's say one meal per day, or let's say 2 meals per day. Minimum right now as we speak, for any meal that you will take, that you will say, oh, considerably you have eaten up to a particular level, cannot be less than 3,000 naira. 3,000 times 20 million. That should give you like 60 billion. Or 600 billion. Or 600 million. Of the 600 million, how much and what are you doing to get your own share? For purpose-driven individuals and organizations, those guided not merely by profit, but by mission, by value, by societal impact. Financial planning is far more than budgeting. Financial planning is very, very important right now. I will ask, and I might not be able to see you, but I want you to respond. How many of you here, when you earn, actually budget for it? Your salary per day. How many of you here budget for it? That, okay, your salary per month. How many of you here budget for it? Your salary per annum. How many of you here budget for it? Okay, those are folks that are not earning salaries. When you do a particular business and the revenue is coming, how do you spend that money? Do you budget? It is very, very important. Like what I do, I can stand up here now and bring my diaries right from when I started earning from year 2000. When I started earning, I have diaries of every budget, every income that I've entered my hand, I have budgeted for it. Sometimes the budget does not align with the income. So what I do is that once the income arrives, I start reviewing the budget all over again. What do you do? How do you plan? It is the lifeline that sustains purpose through uncertainty, and financial planning is the lifeline that sustains purpose through uncertainty, enables resilience, and unlock transformative potentials. Financial planning. If you plan adequately, okay, let me take instance of, I don't know the category of people on this platform right now, but for those who probably their children are still attending school, how have you been planning for your children's school fees? For those of us that are still undergoing childbirth, how are you planning for it? Is it everything that has to do with you? It's an emergency state. You must plan. When you have adequate plan that you put in place, it gives you peace of mind. You will discover that there is a slide that has to do with your 90-day financial challenge. It's a 90-day personal financial. I will give you, I want us to take that as an assignment that we are going to do. When we get to that side, I'll tell you what to do. For everyone, as a businessman, even the income you are earning as a business, for those of us that are enterprises, do you think the company money is your money? Do you spend from the company account consistently? Now everybody is panicking. Why are people panicking? Because of the new tax laws. A lot of us have not sat down to really study what the new tax laws is all about. We are panicking because majority of us do not pay tax. And we are panicking because majority of us do not understand the law. Because again, we are not planning adequately. I have never panicked. As I speak, I have paid my tax for all the years up to 2025. For 2026, I've already walked to the office, to LIRS, and I've told them I want to pay. They said not yet, because they're still trying to sort out some things in their system so that we can freely just do that. and I have between now and March. Because I have planned for it. Did you plan for it? Everything about you, about money, must not be an emergency. Have adequate plan in place. You all know that currently, what is the situation Nigeria is facing? We are facing serious inflation challenges. You can go to the market today with 10,000 naira. By tomorrow, that 10,000 naira cannot afford to buy the same thing you bought the previous day. The purchasing power of our naira is eroding with speed. Naira volatility and period is so high at this point because the exchange rate is not stable. There was a time I traveled to Delta and I was coming back. I decided to use a Sienna. I decided to use the Sienna. On my way, I decided to stop to buy some fruits. And I just asked, how much is it? The woman just called one outrageous price and said, madam, this thing is so expensive now. He said, $1. I said, $1, okay. Avocado pear. $1. Is it not the pear at your back? This pear, when was the last time you planted? He said, $1 have gone up. Pear was behind this lady. She plucked it, I'm sure the thing must have fallen down. She's not selling, I want to buy. And she's calling $1. That's to tell you how our naira is performing right now. Again, access to formal capital remains constrained for many of us. A lot of us that are business people, it is difficult for us to access funds. Not because you don't have integrity. It is because you have not been able to manage resources very well for people to be able to see and understand. I will use two terms to explain that aspect. There is what we call credibility-enabled entrepreneur and credibility-disabled entrepreneur. Credibility-enabled entrepreneur are those people who have been able, they have proved beyond reasonable doubt that they are able to manage resources. And people have seen them manage resources adequately, that we can trust them. Once they come out and they say they want to do anything, people can easily run around and give them money. Credibility disabled entrepreneurs are those people who they have not been able to prove to us that they can manage adequate resources very well. So we have that doubt in terms of their capability to be able to manage resources. So what do? We will not give them money. Ability for them to source funds will be difficult. Then we talk of policy shifts. Policies in Nigeria are not constant. You can become a millionaire today in Nigeria. Your business will be doing well. And in the next day, the business is out. Why? Because of policy. One government policy can wipe away everything. That's why you need to plan both strategically and manage strategically whatever resources that you have. This episode articulates the why, what, and how of financial planning and management, rooted in practical wisdom and tailored for Nigerian reality. So let's go. Why strategic planning matters this 2026? One, because of rising economic uncertainty. Two, increased accountability and transparency. Competition for funds, jobs, and resources. The resources is small, and there are so many people going for it. I say it, and I say it every day, and I keep on saying it. If the entire food for the whole Nigeria is cooked and served in the cover of a beer bottle, I will eat and I will be satisfied of the 200 million Nigerians. I will eat of it and I'll be satisfied. Why am I saying that? Because I plan. With the little that I have, with the much that I have, I plan. I put my plans in place. Need for sustainable impact, not short-term survival. A lot of us as businessmen, individuals, we are just on the survival mode. You must graduate from survival mode to impact mode, where whatever resources that is in your hand, whatever thing you are doing right now must be able to move from the next, you scale it up, must be able to scale up, not in survival mode. Anybody that is in survival mode will be working under stress, immense stress, because of the current economic challenges. What are the teachable points? 2026 demands financial intelligence, not just passion. When was the last time you actually picked a financial book to read? When was the last time you went for a training that has to do with financial intelligence? Purpose without planning leads to burnout and failures. Money is not the enemy of purpose. It is just an amplifier. The definition of strategic financial planning. Strategic financial planning is the structured process that aligns financial decision with long-term purpose goals. It encompasses vision alignment, goal setting, forecasting and modeling, investment, fund and funding strategy, and then control and monitor. I'll just pick a few of them. Vision. What is your vision for this year? What is your goal for this year? What are your financial goals? Because we are talking about finance. What are your financial goals? How are you planning to pay for your child's school fees that is going to start by September? Those of us that have children moving to the university by September, August, September. All of us you want your child to study abroad. What plan have you put in place? What investment do you have that the returns on those investments will be able to pay for that particular fees? This afternoon, I went to do an investment. Before I went for that investment, I called my children. I told them, this investment I want to do is going to last minimum of 40 years. At my age, I pray to God I live long, I last that 40 years, but it is basically for you, my children. What investment do you have in place? How do you plan the little resources that come to be able to share the resources among several things, even feeding at home, transportation, clothes that you are going to wear, how you are going to take care of your health? What are your plans? Everything that surrounds this thing, surrounds our life, has to do with resources, has to do with money. That is why it is very important to do that. Then goal setting, forecasting and modeling, anticipating your revenue and expenses. Have you been able to list all the sources of your revenue and how much that will come? How much are you expecting? And how do you want to spend it? We're going to talk about budget. I'm sure we'll get to a slide where we'll talk about budgeting. But for now, let me just tell you, budget is you telling your money where to go instead of later asking your money where did it go to. The ability for you to tell the money where to go instead of you asking where did my money go to. That is just simple budget. Simply budget, that's just all. When you make your budget and you have your resources, review the budget. It doesn't mean that once you budget and then you are budgeted and your budget, the total budget is about 50 million and the resources you have is 20 million. Then you must keep on spending one after the other. When it gets to where the 20 million resource, it's okay, you continue next and no. It is possible for you to spend that 20 million. You will be able to achieve everything in that budget and there will still be excess left. It's not what I don't just say because I practice it. Every resources I have, before it comes in, I prepare my budget. In that budget, I must save. There are times I have saved 60 to 70% of the income that I've seen. Because by the time I face my budget, I look at my budget, I discover that, wow, I've been able to satisfy so many things inside. The balance money I just took to take to savings. And it is from that savings I was able to pull resources to be able to do the investment I was talking about today. Now, a lot of us do invest, do have savings. Savings does not just mean you leave the money there. How much money is that money you left in your savings account generating? I have savings account, and I'm sure a lot of us here have savings account. But let me shock you. I can tell you that wherever savings you have in your bank is generating probably 5% or less. But my savings is generating 25%. 25, yes, 25. Because I moved my savings to fixed deposit. There is what we call MMF, money market fund. You can move your savings to that. You know, sometimes majority of these 5% that bank promise us, they don't give us. Because you hear that some of us that have savings that we go to, they say if you draw more than 3 times, you won't receive the interest. And we usually draw more than 5, 6, 7, 8 because we go to the savings almost regularly. Why not just move the money to fixed deposit or move it to open an MMF account? That MMF account, you can be drawing from it. The interest is on daily basis. The last MMF account I saw from one of these banks was 15.51%, far higher than savings of 3%, 4%. And then, how do you track the performance of your resources? Strategic planning is just a process of creating a roadmap of what you want to do. You are creating a roadmap. That is financial planning. Now, what is financial management? Financial management is the ongoing execution and application of that process that you have created. That's what we are trying to say here, that financial management is on the other hand, is the ongoing execution of plans from cash flow oversight to risk mitigation to capital allocation and to accountability. Strategic financial management for an individual is the personal long-term goal-oriented approach to handling your money so that every financial decision you make, from budgeting to saving to investment and risk protection, consistently support your life goals and build lasting financial security. Please and please, even in your organization, even in your business, even in your family, plan with the little money that you have. Every money you have, every resources that come has 3 purposes. It has a past, it has a present, and it has a future. Every resources you earn, every money that comes to you have a past, have a present, and have a future. The past has to do with the expenses you have incurred, those debts, all those things you are paying for. The present is what you are doing right now, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, the feeding, the car, all those things. And then the future has to do with the savings. A lot of us have borrowed from our future, and we have borrowed so much that we have brought our savings to, we have brought our future to the present. And it's affecting us currently. It is essentially applying the same strategic mindset using business financing planning to your personal finance. That's about our strategic financial management. What are the core pillars of strategic financial planning? 1, clarity of purpose and financial vision. 2, environmental and economic scanning. How does the environment you are in right now, how is the economy? Right now in Nigeria, there are challenges, but in the midst of those challenges, there are opportunities. Within your circle, within the industry you are working, what is it that they needed more? What are the challenges they are facing, even in your vicinity? Then you have to do budget. You budget and then you execute. You have to do your cash flow management. How much is coming and how much is going out? You must plan it adequately. And for companies, you want to run a business, you want to embark on any particular subject, or you want to do any project. How do you source your fund? There is something that we call crowdfunding. You have a project of 5 million, but you don't have the money. You can raise that money by going to 10 people, 10 different people. You go to 10 different people to raise 500,000 and you will achieve that 5 million. Or you can go to 20 people to raise 25,000 and you will achieve that 5 million. What are the risks involved? These are the core pillars for strategic financial planning. What is the difference between strategic and traditional planning? For traditional planning is short-term focus, but strategic is long-term focus. Strategic has to do with budget alone. Traditional has to do with budget alone, but strategic has budget and strategy. What are the strategies? When you budget and the resources come, how do you achieve your budget? Sometimes you need to reduce your expenses. Sometimes you need to overlook some, or you need to forego some of the expenses. That's the strategy. And therefore, traditional, they're always reactive, but strategic is proactive. Traditional is survival, and we are survivor-based, whereas strategic is growth and sustainability. Budget manages money, strategy directs money. Strategic financial planning and strategic financial management. Strategic financial planning is creating a plan and setting long-term financial objectives. While strategic financial management is implementing, monitoring, and adjusting financial strategy. What nature? You have planning and then you have execution and control. The timing, you have future-oriented blueprint before action, and then your ongoing decision-making and adaptation. Output, you have financial plan, you have budget, you have forecast. Another one, you have strategic financial decision, performance outcome. For strategic financial planning, it is narrow in scope, while management is broader. Strategic financial planning is about deciding where you want to go financially. Strategic financial management is about ensuring you actually get there by managing your financial resources and deciding in alignment with your goal. I'm leaving home now and I'm going to VI. What are the processes? How do I get to VI? I can decide to take Uber. I can decide to take Okada. I can decide to take the bus. What model? What process? How do I get there? That's your financial management strategy. The core financial principles everyone must know. 1, cash flow is king right now. If you have cash, you are a king. Cash available, you are king, because a lot of people are passing through challenges and they sell things. If you don't have the cash available, you'll not be able to buy at that price. That so-called price that the person wants to sell at all cost. You won't be able to take advantage of it. Inflation is a silent tax because it affects our purchasing power. It reduces our money every day. Diversify income or you stay vulnerable. What do we mean by that? You must have other sources of income. If you have a particular source of income and one single policy affects that particular source, challenges coming, stress coming. Then liquidity before luxury. You were given a promotion in your office or you did a business and made a lot of money. Please don't just rush to buy car. Don't just rush to buy car. Because car is not an asset, it's a liability. Liability are those things that draw money from your hand. Car does, your car will not generate money for you. It will be taken because you will service, because you will buy car, you buy fuel, because you will pay the driver. Although it's the one that moves you from one place to another. Other sources can move you from one place to another. If you take that money and invest it, the returns from that money. I used to fall into this situation until I came across a verse in the Bible, Proverbs 24:27. He said, build your business first before you build your house. It changed a lot of thoughts in my process. A lot of things. It changed a lot of things in my thinking. Again, control debt or debt will control you. We should stop borrowing. There is strategic borrowing. You borrow for business, and that business should be able to generate the income to pay back the debt. And if you borrow, pay. The Bible says that it is only the wicked that borrows and refuses to pay. Control the debt that you have. Debt is not bad, but you must control it. If you know you don't have money and they are selling Asoebi for you, please don't buy. You will not die. If you have money later, go and buy the material. But don't borrow, say, okay, give me, when I have money, I'll pay. No, it's a debt. Financial planning beats hustling. And that is the truth. Because of time, let's go on. 2026 Financial Excellence Checklist. Set a clear financial goal. Here I put smarter. Your financial goals must be specific. It must be measurable. It must be attainable. It must be realistic. It must be timely. And it must be time-based. What does that ER stand for? You should be able to evaluate your goals after a period. If you say you have a goal for 6 months, after 6 months, evaluate it. Once you have evaluated that, what do? If it did not meet the process or the whatever you have tried to achieve, what you do is to realign, to reappraise it. That's the R. Update your strategic plans regularly. Do a monthly financial review. Have an emergency reserve in place. That is the savings I said. It is untouchable. It is unspendable. It is unexistable. Diversify your income. Have different streams of income. Have different businesses. Let me explain the difference between, let me explain this different stream of income, because some people will say, I work in an organization, I sell drinks, I buy this, I buy that shop. It's not different. Different stream of income has to do with a situation where your business does not need your presence to grow. The business you are embarking on does not need your presence to generate income. That means if you say right now, as I'm here now, I'm an accountant. If I travel, will my business travel with me? And then I say, I do barbing. I can barb very well. I don't have a barbing salon, but I can barb. So people will need me to come and barb for them to give me money. So the day I'm not available, I will not earn that money. That is not a different stream of income. Different stream of income is that you have different businesses that you don't need to be physically present for you to earn it. Like you having an Uber business. You don't need to be there for somebody to drive that car and generate income for you. That's the stream of income. Then you are working. That's another stream. Then measure the impact. Have I been able to achieve everything that I have planned for? What are the common mistakes to avoid? Avoiding financial data. That means, a lot of us go to internet to source a lot of information. Majority of those information are not correct. Please, whatever financial data that you have, whatever thing you are getting, try to verify. Verify, confirm, call people, ask questions. Emotional decision making should not be done. That emotional decision making have cost me very huge sums, where you invest based on emotion. You did not sit down to do critical analysis because somebody ran to you that, oh, this month, there's this business that if you just put 10 million, you get 100 billion. And true, you just carry 10 million and drop. And that's the 10 million they just gave you from your, maybe you just retired. And they start, stop emotional investment. Emotional decision making is not allowed in financial planning. You must be convinced. There must be practical steps. There must be history of success before you put your money there. Impulse buying or emotional investment is not done. Underpricing services are always poor. It's a common mistake. What does poor stand for? Passing over opportunities regularly. There's opportunity for investment. You have the money, invest. You say no. It is after the money I've gone that you now say, oh, I would have invested. I would have done this. I regretted that passing over opportunity regularly. Because there was where I had money and somebody was begging me for 6 months to come and buy a property. I said, no, I'm not buying. Only for that property to be sold, and I now started crying. Ignoring reserves. That means your savings, keeping money aside, you are ignoring it. And then confusing your passion with sustainability. Sustainability is the best. Whatever you do should be able to sustain your future. We should all know that at this age, a lot of us are heading towards retirement. That period where your strength will not be able to carry you to generate the amount of income you generate now. How are you going to survive it? How will we survive it? Taking into consideration the stress that we are facing in Nigeria. This is where we have the personal challenge. Start a 90-day financial implementation plan. Please, I want you to do that. It's an assignment for you. It's your personal assignment. Tell yourself 90-day implementation financial plan. Let me give you an instance, an example for this. Take this. When you have savings and there is challenge for money, the minute your mindset, your mind runs back to the fact that there is money in your account, your body changes, your body temperature changes immediately. Start that. Final takeaway. Let there be purpose. Your purpose should need planning. Your planning needs discipline. Your discipline creates freedom. Freedom attracts opportunity. Your freedom empowers execution. Your freedom releases clarity. Your freedom produces alignment. Your freedom builds legacy. Your freedom culminates in impact. And at the end of the day, you fulfill your destiny. Because destiny does not respond to intentions. Destiny responds to actions. Let us conclude with this proverb. The person who likes change is the baby with a wet diaper. What we have just said is that there is change. Please let there be change in your life. A man that goes to bed with an itching anal will in the morning have a smelling finger. Wake up in the morning with a smelling finger. What it means is that the time to act is now. Don't take a decision that we will regret in future. A cat that cares about tomorrow should not eat a pregnant rat. Why? Because if you eat that pregnant rat, that's the end. But if you allow the pregnant rat to give birth, you have so many rats to eat in future. So don't eat that money you have. That money have a seed. Invest the seed. Thank you. God bless you all.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mesh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like the closing. I like all those, don't eat your seed, invest your seed, and let the seed germinate and bring in investments. Thank you so much. I have a lot of comments and questions in the chat room. I hope we can take some of them. My DG says, fantastic session with a lot of thumbs up. There's a question here, Dr. Mesh.
Yes.
How do we correct the tie of dollar to even locally produced commodities? How do we strategize towards government policies that are not static?
Okay, first, let's talk about the dollar to local currency or local items. It is one of the major challenge there is that you will not be able to strategize against it, because if you are not the one selling that product, you can, because a lot of people will do what we call speculative economy. We are operating a speculative economy. People are just speculating. They'll say dollar, they heard that dollar is going up, they'll increase the price. Even to products, local products that are things that are produced here, that they source the raw material. The raw material is behind them. Even water. You see pure water, all those things, they will tell you pure water is now very expensive. I've not drank pure water before, but I'm just using it. Pure water is very expensive. Now, what do we produce? Why is the dollar affecting? Everybody is tying all the products to dollar, because majority of those items we don't produce here. You won't believe that I heard that Nigeria imports toothpick with the amount of wood that we have all over the country. We import toothpicks. So it will be difficult to do that, because if you want to control a lot of the policies, then you must be in a place where they make policies. Just yesterday, I saw a video where they were voting for this election, whether there should be what's it called, electronic transmission or not. They said only 15 people voted that there must be, 15 senators voted that there should be mandatory electronic transmission, and the others voted against it. How are you going to do that? They said the only remedy to that is that we must have a minimum of about 5 million Nigerians signing a petition that no, that's the only way they can change it. That's the same thing, speculative economy.
Okay, thank you.
Then the second question. There was a second question.
Yes, the second question was on the policy. The second question was on policy. Okay. The first one was how we can control people. I think you've answered both. People using effects to defend why they sell local products, high. Okay, so I have so many to read out.
Let's
just keep going.
Let's try if we can do that.
Okay. This one is a comment from Lion Chima. And she says, okay, she's asking for the recording. So for all the questions on recording, usually all our sessions, we upload the recordings on our website. So if you just check on the website, you see all of them. This one would also be uploaded there as well. And please, we have also been sharing the attendance link. Kindly just fill out the attendance as well. Thank you so much for attending. So Lion Chima says, good idea of topic, and the speaker is a great teacher. Thank you so much. Doc, they have called you Lion Mess, so you see, you have to join us. Oh, okay, Lion Kojo Anthony, I can see your hand up. Maybe we'll take your question and then we'll continue with the comments. Please go ahead and unmute yourself and speak.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Sorry, I joined in late. I saw the message late. But the last part that I heard is actually when I want to ask a question or a better clarification on it. And that's the second stream of income, where you said that for your second stream of income, it's not something you have to be there for it to generate income for you. I think that's what I heard. And
yes.
The question is, are we not talking in terms of stock, treasury bond, or all those stocks that just pay your money in and it starts generating income for you, or a situation whereby I go ahead and open a barbing salon that you gave as an example, a barbing salon, and then I leave it for people to run. And the danger there is I have seen a lot of people on Facebook showing what their sales girls or sales boys have done to their business when they are not around. So can you just clarify better on the issue of a second stream of income that you do not have to be there for it to make money for you?
Okay, thank you. I hope your question is, you are okay with the question?
Yes.
That means you are true. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm clear with you. Yeah, that's
for the shares, that is correct. Because when you buy shares, you are not there to start using or to run the company. The companies run on their own. The company run on their own, and then they pay you your dividends at the end of the year. So the dividend that comes to you and the amount that comes to it dependent on the number of shares that you have. That is a different stream of income. Now, for the business, for the salon that I used as an example, if you are the one that is operating the salon, maybe you say, okay, when you close at work, then you now come and open your salon, and then in the evenings, people will now come because they know you that you're a very good barber. What it means is that the day you fall sick, you will not be able to generate that income. That is not another stream. The day you travel, your business travels. But if you give it now, the issue of people that your workers or other people running your business for you is very challenging and it is risky. But I will still tell you that if you don't take the risk, if you don't take that risk, you will not be able to know who is good. One critical thing that Nigerians have defection, we are very defective on right now, is trust and integrity. A lot of Nigerians are running short of that. You give somebody, the person will come and beg you and say, I need your business, I need this, I'll be able to do it for you. Immediately you give that person the opportunity, the first thing is how to scam you. But if you want to do that, you will also have to look for somebody you can trust. There are also some trustworthy people around. So when you are not there, that business will be generating income. That is a second stream. But if your presence is what brings income and your absence stops income, it's not a second stream. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Lion Kojo, I hope you're okay with that. We can move on, yeah?
Yeah, very well.
Thank you. Okay, so comment session. Lion Fumi Alabi is reiterating, build your business before building a house, control your debts. Financial planning beats hustle. Okay, great. I have so many of them and I'm trying not to miss anyone. So, oh, okay. So Lion Abimbolo Ojedokun says, excellent presentation. Thanks so much, sir. Lion Ambassador Helen says, beautiful with thumbs up. Oh, somebody says, oh, I feel sad for joining late. That's Chama Chuku. Sorry, just go to the website. The recording will be uploaded, okay? I'm sure you can still catch up. Lion Obilo says, awesome, with plenty thumbs up. Lion Edna Abide says, thank you so very much. It was awesome, Dr. Mesh. Lion Odupe says, well postulated financial lecture. Thank you. Lion Ajabe Dasola says, exciting session. Thank you, Dr. Mesh. This is from Lion Abimbola Fabwe Miro. Thank you, Dr. Mesh, for that great presentation. And Foluraji says, well done. Please go ahead and complete the attendance. We're still sharing. It's in the chat box. Go ahead and complete. Okay, so I have another comment from Adejoke Oyeleke that says, this is highly educative. Thanks for taking us through this. I do appreciate. Lionel Jedoku says, what is the full meaning of ER in the acronym SMARTER? Dr. Mesh, are you there? Yes.
Yes, I'm here. E means evaluate. When you set your goals after the time frame you have set for yourself, maybe 6 months to achieve that particular goal. After 6 months, evaluate what happens. Is it that you have been able to achieve it or you have not been able to achieve it? If you have been able to achieve it, that arrow now stands for, if you did not achieve it, the arrow stands for reinvent or refire or reorganize or restart. Just make sure that you start all over again or you reevaluate. After evaluating, then you restart, you take it's just like restart, refire, rebuild, reinvent, all those things. What will make you to start all over again? And there is something I have to put there. When you set a goal and you finally achieve that goal, please tell yourself thank you for achieving the goal. Take yourself out. Sit down. Buy something nice. Eat. Tell yourself thank you for achieving that goal, and then set a new goal.
Okay, thank you, sir. Lionel says, great financial presentation. Tunde says, excellent. Okay. I have a question from Supercat. Can someone move savings to money market investment and still be able to use the money market investment account as proof of financial statement for visa application?
Yes. Yes. You can.
Okay. Lion Bola Ogunkomi says, fantastic lecture.
My hand is up now.
Okay.
Oh, my DG, please go on.
Good evening, sir. Once again, a very, very enlightening session. Thank you so much. May I just
Thank
ask
you, ma'am.
a question?
Yes.
Now, you said save and invest at any level you are. It's very easy to say, but how do you convince someone who is struggling to eat to invest? Where do you, there must be a level where you can start investing and thinking of strategies.
Okay. Thank you. I will give an example with myself. I started saving when my salary was 3,333 naira.
Sir,
They
maybe
told
a
me,
car was 1,000 that time.
no. I was told my salary will be 5,000. But because I was still writing my ICANN, my then employer will tell me that I should come to work on Saturdays. And I said I won't come to work because I have to go for my ICANN lectures. So to punish me, they will calculate the number of Saturdays in that month and multiply by 2 and deduct from my salary. So if the Saturdays is 8, is 4, they'll deduct 8 days. If the Saturday is 5, they'll deduct 10 days. So till I left that organization, I never collected that 5,000, and I was saving. So it's a determination, it's a commitment. Seest thou a man diligent? Diligence is the ability for you to stay consistent in something you do. It's just a matter of discipline. That's why one of those things that the person have to do for the 90 days challenge, those 90 days challenge is that break down whatever you are earning. If you consistently do it, it is not about whether you save. If somebody is earning 100,000, you save the 100,000. That's not it. The fact that you decide to save even 10 kobo, take savings as an expenses. If you take savings as an expenses, it will be easier. If you make your budget and you put savings as part of the shopping list, meaning that once you go to the market and you buy the wrapper, you can't go back and tell the madam or the person selling that, so this Asoebi that I bought, I want to return it, give me back my money, I don't want it again. After you have sewn it or you have worn it, no. Once you have used it, you have used it. Once you buy the food item and you cook it, you can't carry the food and go back and say, please take all your provision this thing and give me back my money. So do savings like that. So once you keep that money and you put it as savings and you remove it from what you earn, it is easier. It's just the discipline to stay consistent. That is the problem. If that money was not there before, that income you have, you will still survive. And one of the things is that for those of us that have an increase in our salaries, before that increase came, you were surviving with what was there. Now the increase have come, and you have not immediately start to put that increase in an expense. Why not move that part of that increase and keep it as savings and start investing it gradually and continue? Let's suffer the pain for today so that the future will be sustainable. Don't borrow from your future and bring to today, because that money is the seed. So when you eat the seed, the plant will not grow. And if the plant didn't grow, there will not be fruit. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the next comment, I already spoke to it. That's about recording. It's on the website. So this one will also go there once we're done. So you can check, you'll get the recording on our website. Okay. The next one is also on the presentation, the recording. So I'll skip that. Okay. A very nice and enlightening session. This is from DG Adelaja. Mayoga, welcome. To run such business, endeavor to put in good structures. This is from Ogechi Lucy Ebo. Great teaching, astute and well thought out. This is from Delphi. Lion Muftari Shola says, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Doc. Doc, very educative and wholesome. This is from Lion Foloron Shaw. Lion Galvin says, wonderful lecture. Many thanks to the organizers. Thank you. Lion Akinremi says, great presentation and highly insightful. Hopefully we will practice the process to achieve greater outcomes. That's the idea, sir. Thank you for bringing that out. Thank you, Dr. Mesh. Very insightful lecture. And DG Laja says, you must embrace financial discipline and if possible, let your savings be deducted at source. You will always survive on the net with some adjustment. I agree. I hear you, sir.
That is
Thank
true.
you, Dr. Mesh. This is so helpful. This is from Lion Adetutu. Lion Adeyemi Ahmed Andu says, awesome lecture. Thanks a lot for taking out time to educate us on financial spending and budgeting. Now we have a question. How can a single mother who is struggling to take care of yourself and children invest and keep saving? Well, I would have shared my experience here, but Dr. Mesh, please go ahead.
If you want to share your experience to answer the question,
no, go ahead. Because I know it is possible. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. First, I will ask the mother, what is your level of income? What are you doing that is generating the income? How old are the children? Those are the things we must first take into consideration. But let's assume that you have a minimum wage level of income. Now, from the minimum wage level of income, there are things that are what we call necessity that you must live by to survive. You need them to survive. I started doing those things when I was not earning much. I took a decision not to buy things in bits. It's very expensive when you buy in bits. So what I do is that once I earn my little money, I go to the market, I buy rice in quantity, garri in quantity, that in quantity, and I keep. Was it painful? For some time, yes. Because there are so many things that I would have needed then that were luxury to me. I can say it any day, anytime. I brag of it. There were times I did not wear new clothes. I didn't. I was using bend down boutique. I will wash it very well. I will iron it and I'll wear it. But that phase came and it passed. There is a phase like that. So for now, no matter how small, man, if let's say 70,000, I know if you are a Christian or wherever, you pay your tithe. Haven't given your tithe. Take, even if it is 5,000 or 3,000, keep it somewhere. Then look at the others. Use the principle of Jesus. Let me give you the principle Jesus used. If you are a Christian, and I'm speaking to all Christians here, when the resources is not enough, hand it over to God. That's what Jesus did. When he collected the loaves and the 2 fishes, or the 2 fishes and 5 fish and the 2 loaves, or whatever, I think it is 5 loaves and 2 fishes. When he collected it, because he knew that quantity will not be enough, he handed it over to God by saying, Father, thank you for this. And then he started to, and allow God to multiply it. God will make it possible for that resources that you have to be sufficient to take care of yourself and your children while still having savings. It is not something somebody told me. It is something I practicalized, and it worked out. How I was able to survive the process till today, I don't know. But those were the things I did. And I survived. And that's why, because I survived, that's why I'm sitting here talking to you today. So, madam, you can. Just try.
Okay.
Let it be part of your 90-day challenge.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think it takes being intentional. It's not going to be easy, but it's doable. Okay. Awesome lecture. Thanks a lot for taking our time to educate us on financial spending and budgeting. Thank you, Doctor. I will try all you said. Thank you, Dr. Mesh. The lecture is highly educative. GLT team, more grace. Thank you. Mrs. Jane Peter said, what other sources of income can we generate in Nigeria? Where can we invest in and get 100% returns?
Okay, you can invest and get more than 100% returns. You can, especially if you buy stock, meaning that you are not buying the stock for long term. You are buying the stock for market, for trading. If you buy the stock now, because of the volatility of the economy, you see that little thing like this, the company, the shares have gone up, then you can sell. You can buy shares for 10 naira today, and in the next 3 weeks, the shares will be reading 20-something naira. That is already over 100%. And you can sell and make your money and walk away. That's that for shares. Then, if you say you want to take your money and give to somebody to give you 100%, my advice for you is please don't try it. Especially for those people that will tell you that they are doing dollar transaction, dollar business, bring money, we'll do dollar trading and all those things. Please don't try it. Your money will go and it will not come back. That is for that dollar. But I will tell you to be patient. Why not do little by little investment that will generate little by little income, and then you'll be adding the profit to the capital, the profit to the capital, and what we call a multiplier effect will start building up in your resources. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much, Dr. Mesh. This lecture is an eye-opener. And then thank you again. Okay, may I please recognize the presence of all my PCCs on this call, all my PDGs here as well. I have current DGs too here. I have IPDGs here, and it is really, really exciting for me to have you all my seniors on this call, and I want to say a big thank you to all of you. I can see PCC Lami, I can see PCC Ano, I can see PDG Laja, I can see PDG Linda Odumbaku, welcome. I can see PDG Sonny Eloma. Wow. I can see IPDG Shade Shotomide. I can see PGD Tolu. Thank you. SVDG Lion Modupe. I'm so grateful. Thank you all for joining us. And I want to also thank my senior lions here, all my lions, all our guests. You are really, really appreciated. May I please request, please, that we turn on our cameras. We usually would want to take a photograph. May I please request that we turn on our cameras just briefly And while we are doing that and taking our photographs, may I please call on Lion Obilo to give a vote of thanks to both Lion Mesh and everybody on this call. Lion Obilo,
Thank you so
please.
much, my GLT. Thank you so much, my GLT. Well, Dr. Mesh, I don't know whether to call you Lion Mesh or Dr. Mesh or Brother Mesh.
It's already been called Lion Mesh here.
I thank you. As usual, you've done very well. I know
Good
you.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you? Thank you so
fine.
much for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this for us today.
We bless God.
I know I have learned a lot today. Thank you. Thank you. And may God increase your knowledge in Jesus' name. Thank you so much.
Amen.
And for all our PDGs, all our senior lions, all our leaders, all lions, everyone, I see a lot of people.
So many of them.
Yes, so many of them. So I thank you for joining us today. This learning lounge is something that most of us have come to look forward to. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's been great hanging out with you all. Thank you. Thank you so much and have a great night. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Lion Henry, are we done with the photographs? We're still on. I see my DG looking so... My DG. Ew.
My GST, you have some international people here.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Am I not honored?
You are, Leonard.
See Lion Joy, see your face.
Wow. Thank you so much.
And
Thank you for honoring.
To see you.
Wow. Lion Joyce. Hello, sister.
Are you surprised? Yes, you're surprised.
I'm surprised to see you now.
I'm a regular.
Yes, but today's own, I know quick see you. Thank you. I'm seeing so many beautiful faces here. Thank you so much. See my DG. If I talk now, you go say, okay.
This DG that you're seeing, only you. I don't understand.
See how beautiful my DG is. See how beautiful my DG is.
All done, ma'am.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. You all have a restful night. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Mesh. Wow. Nice. Nice one. Oh, and I saw my sisters from Happy Mothers. You're all welcome. I saw Bikini Zero. I saw Jane. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining. Lion Larry, I love you always. Thank you. My DCS, kudos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I hope we all feel the attendance. Wow. Okay. We're going to call it a night. Thank you all. Please check the website. The recording will be uploaded alongside all the other ones already there. So okay, so good night, everyone. I appreciate you.